Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm happy here to be here to share with you the experience we had at IC in launching active boards throughout the college. Actually, we started a couple of years back, and now we have active boards in all the classrooms. So just to tell you, this presentation is also on Twitter, and you can find it just typing my name, my full name, in the book, and you can find the link there. So to give you a little bit of background about IC is now, I think, 121 years old. It's one of the oldest international schools in the region, and it uses a variety of programs. We have the Lebanese Baccalaureate, French and English. We have the French Baccalaureate program. We have also the International Baccalaureate, and also the American High School program, all put together in one school that spreads over 2 campuses. There's one in Ras Beirut and one in Ain Ar. And IC is accredited by ECIS, by NIASC, authorized by IBO also, and homologué par AEFE, and also a NISA member. At IC, the platform we chose for integration or for integrating technology is the one provided by ISTE, the International Society for Technology and Education, and these are the national educational technology standards used in the US and many American schools worldwide. As you can see, ISTE has developed standards, technology integration standards for teachers, for students, and for administrators. This way you have a solution for students to be sure that they're getting the technology they need, also for the teachers that they can serve students better, and the administration to have the vision and the planning for technology in the school. So all of these standards put together, they help us in integrating technology. So starting with the student standards, they focus on creativity and innovation, communication and collaboration, research skills, critical thinking, digital citizenship, and technology concepts. These are standards that we look through at all levels, from KG up to grade 12. So the same standards are used at all levels, but with different difficulty level. And this difficulty level changes year after year. The solid IT curriculum that is set in stone, that used to be like released by the government, or we wait for it for a certain institution to release, does not work anymore, because year after year the skills change, and students definitely need to learn more things and come to school with more things. So teachers become facilitators, they become developers and designers of learning environments, they model a good use of technology, and definitely they promote model digital citizenship and responsibility. And continuous development is also a very important factor. Administration has the vision, has the digital age learning culture that's responsible for creating that, to also to promote professional practice and systemic development from lower grades up to higher grades, and to promote digital citizenship worldwide. So regarding active boards that fit into this platform that we have, we started with pilots. We tried to pilot several platforms. So we first started with smart boards. So we got 3, and we tested them, and we used them, and we demoed them to the teachers. They loved them. And then we had also to try, because before developing or deploying such a tool school-wide over hundreds of classrooms, you need to really test it to see how the community reacts. So we started with smart boards, and then we moved on to 3M digital boards, and then Promethean active boards. And this is where it was the end of testing, and we implemented active boards throughout. And we thought it's going to take us 3 years, but in fact we did it in 2 years only, because the students who received the active boards the first year were very lucky, and other students wanted the active boards immediately. Why did you bring them for these classes, not the other classes? So everybody wanted active boards, and then we had to rush, make another order for the remaining classrooms, and we did the whole school in 2 years. So what we got at the end is around 180 active boards installed in all classrooms, so from KG up to grade 12. And teachers are using the technology standards along with the active boards to deliver learning. So for teacher training, this is the most challenging factor. In fact, Actually, we had to go through demos first, and then we had to go to installations by level. So we start one level at a time and give the training. So we finish from this level, move on to another level, and so on. And we also supported the teachers with online training using the Promethean Planet and also the Atomic Learning. Atomic Learning is a very beautiful platform through which teachers get video tutorials of any program they need in education. So actually, it helped us a lot. So teachers who cannot wait for a workshop to take place in a school, just go on Atomic Learning, take the training on their own. And on-site technical support is very important. Teachers need help in the classroom, and this is a key factor. So for schools thinking of deploying active boards in their classrooms, they have to make sure that they have the support. Teachers, if they develop the wrong attitude towards the boards, they will never use them, or they become very reluctant. So I went over this before. So we started with using the boards, then we started getting teacher resources from Promethean Planet. Then we moved on to developing our own resources and sharing them on Promethean Planet. Promethean Planet is a website that links all teachers that use active boards worldwide. So if you have a board on in your classroom and you develop a nice lesson, you can go on Promethean Planet, share it there, and all the teachers around the world can download it and reuse it. And this is for free. And at the same time, on Promethean Planet, you find publisher-created resources where you can buy the interactive lesson of a certain book that probably you're using in your school, and you end up with a very beautiful result because publisher-created resources are very professionally done, full of activities and games and stuff. So it changes the whole classroom and definitely makes learning more and more meaningful to kids. So the last stage of training, we ended up with training or identifying pioneer teachers who are ready to train more teachers, because at the end you provide training to everyone, and in every workshop you can identify a bright person who got the idea and yes, we want to spread the word, and this becomes a potential trainer for the future. And it went on and on like this. On Promethean Planet, also the beauty of it, as a multilingual school, we can find resources in French and Arabic and many other languages. So it's a platform for, it's a global platform for sharing lessons. So if you want lessons in French, you find there, Arabic you find there, and English definitely. Okay. So administrators have a key role. They should have the vision. Sometimes they don't have the skills, but they should have the vision. They should not block development. They should open all doors for things to develop and to become available to students. And should promote the culture of sending SMS messages to parents, for example, sending emails. Once everybody gets involved with these, the spirit of using technology becomes very beautiful in the whole school. Now, there is something very important that we noticed after using the active boards. Developers, we really need developers in the Arab world, especially in the Middle East, because there are no, there's almost there's absence of Arabic resources on Promethean Planet. It was very interesting, also French resources. English is abundant, but Arabic and French, we have difficulties locating professional resources developed by publishers. And we noticed Hachette Antoine, for example, you'll be surprised, they are the only developers for the French platform, and their interactive lessons, so it's a library, it started as a library in Lebanon, Antoine Library. They allied with Hachette in France, and now they sell the most beautiful French resources worldwide. So they took advantage of the Francophone world using the active board, and now they're selling on the global level. And if actually on this day, supporting development, it is very beautiful to see if there are new companies investing in this platform, developing interactive lessons directly for the active board. You can see very beautiful publishers like the Ladybird. You all probably have used the Ladybird stories in your childhood, but now on the Promethean Planet, they become interactive. Kids move things and they play sounds, music, and they interact with the Goldilocks and all of these. So it makes learning very different. Collins, for example, supplies very beautiful maps, interactive. It's heaven for teachers teaching history and geography, because they used to use paper-based maps. Now they're all electronic, and you buy a package for like $10, and you get like 100 maps, and they're very beautiful, theme-based, and you get maps for Asia, all the wars of Asia, all the wars of the Europe and the US, and so on, and you can introduce ideas little by little. So DK is also very famous, National Geographic, Scholastic. So all of these publishers developing, it's beautiful to see if new publishers come up in the Arab world developing for Arabic. Now, the future is a little bit still gloomy, because many people love the iPads, and on iPads you cannot install your regular programs. For example, now if you have an active board, you need to have a Mac or a PC linked to the board to be able to use it properly. The iPad is still not in its early stages. The same for Android, the same for Windows tablets to be released this year. So I believe very soon the desktop will be replaced with tablets in our classrooms. Once I saw Moodle coming to the iPad, it's very beautiful, on the iPhone, and I think now Promethean Active Inspire will soon become available on the iPad. So we will see in the classrooms a move or shift towards tablet devices, and most definitely on these three beautiful platforms, the Apple iOS, the Android, and the Windows. Definitely training becomes is still a main challenge for schools. Schools, if they go gradual, identify pioneers, set a certain plan, and retrain, this definitely help. No school can start right away installing boards in all classrooms from the first minute, but it becomes very doable, no matter what the skills are for teachers, if you start gradually with a pilot and retrain. And I'm going to end with this. Active boards actually helped us maximize teaching efficiency. Teachers love it. They keep their notes. They share them with the students. Students learn better. And they're very motivated. They love to use the boards. And sometimes they teach the teachers. And if the teacher does not know how to do, say, don't worry, miss, I'll show you how. And they jump on the board. And because you know kids, they love to press every single button. And from day one, they know how to use the whole thing. And actually, boards helped us bridge the gap between students and teachers. Sometimes students don't connect with teachers, because I heard Ayman talking about kids. I know that my kids in the classroom, they text from their pockets. They send messages, and some have cell phones that you cannot read anything on them because they overuse them, and the keyboards are almost invisible. And so we want these kids to enjoy learning, and the boards help us bridge this gap and overcoming the fears that teachers sometimes have. They were very afraid when we first started using them, but later on they love the platform. And the whole culture is a digital learning culture. And that's it. So I remind you, the presentation, in case you want to have access to it, it's my full name on Twitter, and you can download it. Thank you.